I wrote down January 1st, I'm going to get a six pack this year. And I set my sights on it, and I determined I was like, no matter how long this takes, I'm going to get there. And this routine is the result of that. And this is what I do now to maintain where I'm at. All right, guys, welcome back to another video. And in this one, we're going to talk about the shredded abs routine. Okay, so there's a reason why I put this in here. And, you can go online and you could just Google ab workouts, or you could go, go on YouTube and you can find ab workouts. And that's, a workout is a workout. It's not about specifically the routine itself, but what it is about, and why I decided to put this video in here is to explain to you how to do the circuit, when to do it, how to work it into your routine, how to work it into your structure as far as you're at the gym, how many days a week, etc. So to break it down. So let's keep it simple. Okay. So number one is that people say you don't need to do you don't need to train abs, you just need to eat right. So you just need to cut your calories, and abs are made in the kitchen. And if you're doing full body workouts, you're going to start to see your abs, which is true. Okay. But what I want to tell you is that when I started actually training my core and finding the exercises that actually really pay dividends, the ones where your abs look more dry, they look more tight, they look more sculpted, I decided, you know what, I need to not only put this into my program and put it into my routine, but I also need to film it, and I need to get these together into a circuit, because I found these to be the most effective ab workouts, and also ones that you can consistently do, let's call it like 3 to 4 times a week, and fit them in to, between your lifts. So let's say you're doing a leg day, or let's say you're doing a push day or pull day, right? Let's say 30 minutes, 40 minutes into your workout, if you're doing an hour-long workout or a 45-minute workout, you can, towards the end, like let's say you have about 10 minutes left, maybe 15 minutes left in your workout. What I like to do is I like to then go find like an incline bench, or, one of those benches where you hook your feet into the top and it's on a little bit of an incline. And I won't put my legs in and do crunches. I'll actually flip around and I'll reach behind and I hold the spot where you put your legs. I put my hands there, and then I'm on a bit of a decline, and I start doing scissor kicks. And then I go over to the dip bar and I pull up, push up on the dip bar, so that, my whole body is suspended in the air and I'm just holding on with my hands. And then I bring my legs up and I start doing leg raises. So I can do straight leg ones, or I could do bent leg raises where I'm more like a leg lift. Right. And then, I have the rope crunches and all these different ones. And it was funny. I was watching a video of Arnold on YouTube the other day. And this was like, I don't know, 20 years ago, maybe 30 years ago now. And he's doing these rope crunches. And I was like, you know what, like that one exercise is so timeless and is so effective because it works your whole entire core. But I'll tell you guys this. You can work these in through your sets, in between sets, so that you can kind of superset abs if you're crunched for time. No pun intended, but if you're crunched for time, like don't try and be like, oh, I didn't have time for abs, so I'll do it tomorrow, or I'll try to do it at home. Try to do it when you're in the gym, because you have the equipment that you need. And so between your sets, just jump in and do a quick 30 seconds, 40 seconds. And every time you do it, just do it to failure. Okay. So do your set to failure to make sure that you're really getting that burn. And the last thing I'm going to say on this is, well, two last things. Okay. The lower abs is where you're really going to start to see the improvements. Like, it's easy to do crunches. I personally don't do crunches at all, really. I think I did some, I was at Max Gym a few weeks ago in the city, and I just jumped on. I was training with my old trainer, who is, a legend. And he was like, jump on here and do crunches. So I did some. But normally in my day-to-day, I mean, probably in the last year and a half, I haven't done any crunches, because the top part of your abs are the ones that are easy to get. But it's the lower ones that really take the time. And so the walking protocol is key as well for getting your six pack. But when it comes to the lower abs, any type of hanging leg raise or leg lifts or scissor kicks, or look at the video and you'll see what I do. But the lower abs is where you're really going to start to see that definition, get that V cut and get that taper that you're looking for. All right. So track this, all right? Track your streaks, how many weeks, how many days a week you're doing it, and how many weeks in a row you've done it. And I promise you that no matter where you're at, right? No matter what your body fat percentage is right now, when you train your core, you protect your back, you give yourself an opportunity to start to develop strength in your midsection and in your core. I mean, even doing push-ups every day, right? Which is another video I have in here, just push-ups, right? Like that builds your core because you're in like a plank position. So your whole core is getting worked. But I want you guys to start to train your abs and start to go in here and find that rhythm where 2-3 days a week you're doing this routine. Just do it to failure, 2 to 3 sets per exercise. And I promise you, you're going to start to see the results. Your abs are going to look more dry, and you're going to start to develop that strength and that shape in your midsection that you're looking for. So this goes hand in hand with the lean lifestyle program and the lean lifestyle eating plan, which is what I started out calling the perfect grocery list or the perfect shopping list, but now is has evolved into lean lifestyle. Because what happens is when you eat the right way and you train this way and you do the walking and the step protocol, your body is going to naturally start to your body fat is going to drop consistently until you get down to a point where you're stoked with it, you're happy with it, and you're like, dude, this is what I wanted all along. And I know a lot of you guys have that goal. All right, so that was one of my goals a long time ago. Was I wrote down January 1st, I'm going to get a six pack this year, and I set my sights on it, and I determined I was like, no matter how long this takes, I'm going to get there. And this routine is the result of that. And this is what I do now to maintain where I'm at. So take a look at it, watch the next video, and start tracking this, because this is going to allow you to really build consistency and create that rhythm for yourself. All right, let's go. All right, so if you got value from this video and you like this video, go ahead and click the link in the description below, and you can go ahead and join the High Performance Brotherhood. This is a community of like-minded men from all around the world, high-performing men, entrepreneurs, dads, fathers, business owners, athletes, ex-athletes, current athletes, guys that are going to push you, guys that are going to create accountability with you, guys that are already actively doing our daily and weekly challenges. And there's a bunch of free courses in there. There's incredible monthly calls that you can be a part of. And I just want to encourage you to go ahead and click the link, check out the information, join the group, and we'll see you guys on the inside. And we will see you guys on the next video.